Hello, my name is Rusty Akins. I'm the current chair of the St. Mary's River Fisheries Task Group, which is established under the Lake Huron Technical Committee of the Lake Huron Committee of the Great Lakes Fisheries Commission. Um, Here to give you an update on the current and ongoing projects happening on the river by the members of the task group. The members of the task group include the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, U.S. and Fish and Wildlife Service, um, Bay Mills Indian Community, Chippewa Ottawa Resource Authority, Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians, the Ontario Ministry of Northern Development, Mines, Natural Resources, and Forestry, the USGS, along with the Fisheries and Oceans of Canada, and with Lake Superior State University and Sioux College also. Uh, Due to time constraints, I won't be able to go into deeply into each project. I'll give you a quick highlights of it and provide contact info if anybody's interested in more in, more info on the projects. So, kicking it off, getting started, we got the aquatic invasive species early detection and monitoring in the St. Mary's River. This is headed up by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service with cooperation from Sioux Tribe of Chippewa Indians and the Ontario um, Ministry of Northern Development uh, and the Fisheries and Oceans of Canada. And Angie Bowen at the Fish and Wildlife Service is going to be the contact person on this project. So for 2021, the good news is there was no detection of species new to the Great Lakes in the St. Mary's River. There was 145 sites sampled, over 16,000 fish were examined, uh, made up of 59 species, four of which were new. They deployed four different types of gear: fyke nets, electrofishing transects, gill nets, and minnow traps. They were unable to trawl this last year due to equipment failures, but hoping to do it in 2022. And so the existing invasives they did find, or excuse me, there was no roughs captured this year, um, but the tube nose goby and a round nose goby were also captured. And the map there indicates the places that they sampled. Moving on to the sea lamprey control in the St. Mary's River, assessment of the adult population was done using trapping June through August. Assessment of spawning population, nesting surveys in the rapid areas was done July through August. Nesting locations that they were assessed were below the compensating works, and it was dependent on the outflow from the compensating works. And you can see on the trap locations there, they have one in Canada and five in the U.S. Assessment of the larval population was done using deep water electrofishing June through September. Um, as a as a control, Bailicide was applied in approximately 300 acres on the St. Mary's River this year, July through September. And then assessment of the transformer population was done using nets attached to the Coast Guard buoys in October through December. And if anybody would like any more information on that one, they can contact Ryan Booth. His contact information is at the bottom of the slide. The USGS had a 3-year project, or 4-year project, excuse me, looking at larval fish response to variations in discharge to the St. Mary's Rapids. So the St. Mary's Rapids is altered due to construction and alteration of the Soo locks and the hydroelectric facilities. Um, Their study is a field evaluation of hydraulic models developed to assess the St. Mary's Rapids fish spawning population. They also examine fish larvae drift abundance in response to gate discharge using paired bongo nets and miniature conical nets during the 2018 to 2020 sampling season. And if you'd like more information on those projects, you can contact Ed Roseman at the USGS or Faith Van Drunnen at Northern Michigan University. Um, so the project that the group's been gearing up for is the Creel survey in 2022. It is a binational effort. It's done by conducting angler interviews, and then fishing pressure counts are done by aerial surveys. Biological data is collected from the sports catch, and that next survey is coming up in 2022. So we've been preparing for that one. Just a little bit from the last one, which was 2017. Um, the survey does cover the entire river, and you can see that fishing pressure was down in 2017 over the last kind of previous years. But that was kind of seen all through Lake Huron. It's still the fishing pressure or the fishing angler hours in St. Mary's still accounts for over 35% of the effort in Lake Huron. And if you want more information on that one, a synthesis of the sports fishing activity is on the web page there. The fish community index netting survey, it's also done. It's also on a 5-year schedule. This is another binational survey done. It's been done every 5 to 7 years since 1975, but like I said, we've been trying to get it done every 5 years, and this will be the 5 years since the last time it was done, and that includes 44 netting locations, and it's done in August. So a little bit from the 2017 survey. Over 3,200 fish were sampled of 30 different species. Yellow perch was the most abundant species in the river. Invasives caught included the sea lamprey, round and tube-nosed goby, and rough. Also seen an increase in lake sturgeon in 2017. Which led to some sturgeon work. So this is another binational project that began in 2021. The goal is to get a acoustic telemetry tagging on 80 sturgeon to track sturgeon, determine their home range, the habitat, spawning locations, and kind of see how they're using the river system. Not a lot is known about sturgeon in the St. Mary's River, so that project has a 10-year duration, expected to last that long. So 55 acoustic telemetry receivers were placed in the river from various agencies. On the map there on the left, you can see I think there's a total of 5 different agencies that have receivers out in the river currently. In 2021, they were able to catch 10 sturgeon, get 10 of them with tags in them. And for more information on that one, you can contact Lisa O'Connor at the Fisheries and Oceans or Kevin Kapuscinski at Lake State. 2022, USGS will be conducting a longitudinal larval drift survey of the river to measure the larval fish community and its uses. We'll be gathering information on fish movement, prey, biomass estimates, early life history of coregonese, and understanding invasive species such as rainbow smelt and round gobies. Ed Roseman from the USGS will be leading that project, so he would be the contact info on that. So that about wraps up. Like I said, it was it's a quick snapshot of all the work going on. There's a lot of great work going on by a lot of different agencies on the St. Mary's River. So if you have any questions or for me or anybody more involved in those projects, my information's there. I can point you in the right direction. Thank you.